2, and 3 concern that. Basically, at the end of the day, if you agree to all three of these and the resolution before you today, it would give me and the attorney the authorization to do whatever we need to make this happen within the laws of North Carolina. Did I say that correctly? I'm sure there's more to be added to it, but.
Well, yeah, and there's quite a bit, and you may need a moment to read the resolution. You should have a written copy before you. It's a conditional acceptance, and so essentially, until we receive the full donation, there's no commitment on behalf of the town to do this project. And there'll be two agreements the town will ultimately enter into once the full donation is received. There'll be a donation agreement with the donor that specifies how the donation will be used. And then there'll be a construction agreement with ultimately whoever is awarded that informal bid contract to construct the project. The construction agreement will say, to the extent the donation is not fully received within a 6-month period, the contract with the contractor will ultimately terminate. So that'll kind of alleviate us from any contractual obligation in the event the donation is not received. So the way we've got it worded now is essentially town's protected, money's received, project moves forward, money's not received in part. The donation will be returned to the donor, whatever was received, and we won't have any financial commitments.
And I will also say, I believe David has been in contact with at least one of the vendors that has given us the price that has done work for us before, and they're willing. The reason we use the 6 months is they're willing to hold that price for 6 months.
So that'll be, just to clarify that, that's the 6 months for us to receive the full donation amount. I think this may be made in increments. And so if we receive the full donation in 6 months, then we have at least one contractor who's committed to that particular price, saying that will be sufficient to construct the project, the donation amount will be sufficient. And then if we don't receive it in that 6-month period, then we're under no contractual requirements with that contractor.
Yes.
And just one more thing, it's the contract amount falls under informal bidding, not formal bidding. So the town administration staff will obviously they'll have to look for and allow for other bids to be made. But again, we have this one, so if no one else makes a bid on the project, then it can be awarded to that particular contractor.
When will the 6-month period start?
So it'll start, I think I've got it triggering as of the effective date of council adopting the resolution.
Okay.
So
That'd be today.
it'll
So that'd be
if you adopt
today, and it would end
6 months from today.
Okay. Basically in February.
Yeah, and Mr. Attorney, if for some reason something was to happen, we can come back and work with the donation and the Friends of the Valdese Rec and extend that if needed, but the initial is 6 months, correct? But everything would have to line up.
Sure, so this, obviously this resolution is the authority that you would be granting today. You always have the ability to revisit this and modify your authority. So if circumstances changed and the donation or the donor needed more time to make the donation and the contractor was willing to work with us and it wouldn't escalate the price on the contract, then you all could certainly come back and say, I want to revise our prior approval and extend it another 3 months.
I think that's important.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. We are certainly appreciative of this donation. This is outstanding to help the citizens, not only of Valdese or the children of Valdese, but the children throughout our area that will use this playground at Valdese Lakeside Park.
Mayor, you may want to get, I see people studying this, and I know,
Yeah.
so you may want to give just a few minutes for
Sure.
everyone to read through it, and if you have questions, I'm happy to answer.
So that people understand, we gave the council basically a bullet point of what was in the resolution, but we formally gave them the exact resolution today, so That's the reason we give them a little bit to read through it.
Does anyone have any questions for me on the resolution?
So it's kind of, just to put it in terms that most citizens would understand, this is kind of like a crowdfunding project that you would do on, not like this, but sort of, in, as an example, like a crowdfunded type online platform would do, where you would donate. If they don't reach that, then everything goes back to the, I mean, unless we come back and say we want to continue.
Right, so it's a single source, obviously donation,
yes.
yeah. But you're correct. So if the donation comes in full, then the town is committing to construct the project, assuming that the construction contract covers the donation, right?
Okay, and
Or the
then
donation covers the construction
that
contract.
was another thing I was gonna ask, is there a chance, do we know that this will cover the project in full? Because these are questions we're gonna be asked.
Yeah. So the only way the town is fully committed is if the donation covers the contract in full.
Okay,
And so the donor, let's say, for example, that the donation is $50,000 and the project is $75,000, then the donor would be given the opportunity to say, well, I want to cover the difference and proceed forward with the donation if they wanted to.
Okay.
If not, then no one's under any commitments, the money's returned to the donor and the project just doesn't get funded.
okay.
Yep.
But this is coming from a donor and it's not town, I just need to.
There's no town
Yeah,
money involved in
I just
this.
want to specify that on the record so people are hearing this, so.
The only way town money becomes involved
Mm-hmm.
is if the town actively chooses to expand the project and assume some
Okay.
responsibility, which right now, that's not how this project's envisioned.
Okay.
Yep.
And thanks also to the donor. I think this is a beautiful, I love to see the community get involved.
It's very gracious.
Yes,
Yes.
it's wonderful.
I'll also note that number 4, there's no budgetary amendments for today. We will bring that back to council at a later date.
So the motion, if you want to take action on this, would just be a motion to adopt the resolution that's in front of you, and it is obviously entitled Resolution Authorizing the Conditional Acceptance of a Donation and the Execution of Agreements for the Lakeside Park Adventure Playground Project.
I would like to make a motion to accept the resolution authorizing the conditional acceptance of a donation and the execution of agreements for the Lakeside Park Adventure Playground Project.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Discussion? Seeing none. All in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Okay. Next on the list, this is just for information only. Call for public hearing at the regular town council meeting on September 14th, 2026 at 6 p.m. to review the proposed incentive agreement for Project Arlington and an economic development project located within the town limits of Valdese in partnership with Burke County.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
since this is economic development, can we have a vote on that?
Yeah, let's have a
Okay.
motion to call the public hearing. It's typically on the consent agenda, so it's kind of wrapped up into that when we call for public hearings, I think. But we'll just do a motion in a second on it.
On the public hearing?
Yeah, calling for a public hearing.
Okay.
We'll just need a motion to approve calling a public hearing as set forth in item 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So, do we have a motion to call for a public hearing at the regular town council meeting for September 14th at 6 p.m.?
So moved.
So moved. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please signify by raising your right hand, saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, very well. All right, we're down to the adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Second. All in favor, please raise your right hand, say aye.
Aye.